Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, beginning with 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. The title of this short video is E is the most hated out of all nations. This is going to be a short video of showing you how Trump has increased his evilness doing to the northern tribe and also affecting the southern tribe as well. And those are the tribes of Israel. So this is fair use. No monetary gain is proceeded from this. This is all for educational purposes only. Fair use.
It's not a conflict. It's aggression from the United States, a militaristic aggression against Venezuela. President Maduro has said it. It's about Venezuela's oil and gas.
The U.S. federal government shutdown has entered its 28th day. On Monday, American Federation of Government Employees, the nation's top federal workers union, called on Congress to immediately end the shutdown by passing a spending bill that does not include the health care measures that Democrats want to protect. Everett Kelly, the president of the American Federation of Government Employees, said in a statement, quote, "It's time to pass a clean, continuing resolution and end this shutdown today. No half measures and no gamesmanship," he said. This comes as the Department of Agriculture posted a notice on its website stating no federal food aid will go out November 1st. Meanwhile, President Trump has stated he will not tap into a contingency fund of $5 billion to keep SNAP, that's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, running. 1 in 8 Americans rely on SNAP food assistance. Indiana's Republican governor called for a special legislative session Monday to redraw the state's congressional map, stating if
So as you see, Nero 47 is almost like toying around with he's like a cat toying around with a mouse he caught. They got billions and billions of dollars, but yet still he refused to use any of that money for the SNAP program, which affects the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians here in America. But yet and still he's building millions of dollars of improvement on the West Wing of the White House. He's going to call it the Golden Ballroom or something to that sort. But this just shows you how much the devil that these Edomites are. That's why America got to be destroyed. America's going to burn. If you can't see it now, I don't know what to tell you, but the prophets of Great Millstone, starting with the elder apostles on down, been teaching this truth of who America, what America truly is spiritually, is spiritual Egypt, the mystery of Babylon, great, and which is going to burn. So I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures, and that'll be it. This is Jeremiah the 49th chapter. As you see, it says prophecy against Edom. I'm going to start down at 49, chapter 49, and right into 15. It says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men." Right? Because, Esau is despised among all men of nations in this world, man. And the smallest amongst them is the Amalek, so-called small hats. They're the small nations within Esau. The nation of Esau. And so, they're the ones who is control of the money, the central banking, that's the small hatters that are the elites, the behind the scenes doing all this evilness amongst his world. So even though Trump is saying this is what he's doing and he's going to not put in any money for the SNAP program, give this money to the poor so they can eat, these children, so they won't be able to eat on the first. We know that's really the small hats, they're doing that, but all in all, it's coming from the Lord, because he's going to bring this place down, man. America is going to burn, become that lake of fire. Verse 15 it says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said Yahweh. Yeah, because that's where they came from. They came from the clefts of the rock. You can read back in Job, you know what I mean? Even during the, they're from Mount Seir. You know, that's what the Lord appointed their land to be, and they should have never left. They should have never left. That's where they supposed to have been. They should have never left that land, man. But they want to go out conquering and conquer and calling the land after their own names. And so wherever this devil goes, man, this is what he does. He causes death. He causes theft, you know, and amongst all the nations. And that's why he's despised so much amongst all men, because this is the evilness that, you know, they do. You know, Trump is doing now. I mean, come on. You know, you're going to withhold all this money, food from the poor, you know, and not say about his own people. We're the face of SNAP programs and EBT cards, but really the Edomites, they're out there. They're the majority of the ones that's pointing at actually benefits from these programs as well. But of course, they're gonna put Jake, you know, on the news, showing you like we're the main ones that are gonna be needing that program. In nationality, it's all the poor, you know. But yeah, they should have never left that. They should have never left the clefts of the rock, man. And in the 1960s, the Lord said you should have never put when you went up into space, you should have never put them satellites up in space. You should have never went out in space. And from that day when you did that, that's the day the Lord said, I'm gonna bring thee down. You know, you marked yourself, you know, as far as your the downfall of America. You know, this is Psalms. Psalm chapter 75, when beginning at verse 4, it says, I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and unto the wicked, lift not up the head, and lift not up the horn. Right? Because this is who we're dealing with, the foolish nation, man. The base nation. And the Lord chose to put Esau into power. You know, he put him into power. And they've been the foolish nation and the wicked nation, the wickedest nation on this earth, and the base people on this earth. And not lift up your horn. Stop showing like you're supposed to, like you done it by yourself, like you all powerful. It says, lift not your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. And look what this devil is doing. Oh, I'm not going to send them no money. I'm not going to feed them. I'm not going to give out no SNAP money. I'm going to take it away from them, and I'm not going to give no type of relief on come November the 1st. No kind of relief. That's speaking with a proud, stiff neck, you know. It said for promotion neither coming from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, right? Because that promotion of being the top, being the rulers on this planet Earth, came from Yahweh. It came from above, you know. But the Most High is the judge. He put down one and set up another one, right? And that's what he's going to do with Esau. That's what he did with us, you know. That's what Ezra said, that he, the nations of fools is above us now. And I'm paraphrasing. You know, they ruling over us now. And so now, it's our turn about to go back on top. Now it's time for you to bring your ass down to the ground. Verse 8 says, For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. Right? Because we drank of the cup. Now it's your turn going to drink the cup of wrath, man. You know, you're going to drink the dregs of it. All this wickedness that you've done, you're going to drink it up. Since you hated not blood, blood is going to pursue you. And you're going to drink every bit of it, even the bottom, even the bottom pieces in it that's left over, the grimy, bitter, nasty shit that settles at the bottom. You're going to drink all of it. It says, but I will declare forever, I will sing praises to Yahweh of the Most High power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off but the horns of the righteousness shall be exalted, right? Because the Lord's going to protect his chosen elect. You know, all this shit that the Trump is calling himself doing is not going to, not going to release no food and not going to give no money. The Lord is going to protect his elect. 2/3 of Israel is going to feel this wrath from Esau. He's going to feel it. And a lot of 2/3 of Esau, 2/3 of Israel, the wicked, is going to be put to death. But the Lord's going to protect his elect. This is Psalm 60. We'll start at verse 9. So, who will bring me into the fortified city? And this is in NLT. And this is David, King David. He saw he's seen the America. This is a future prophecy, what he was saying. He said, who will bring me into the fortified city? And who will bring me victory over Edom? Because he saw how big and powerful America was. There's been of this fortified city. And who will bring me victory over Edom? He saw how powerful and wicked America was. Have you rejected us, O power? Will you no longer march with our armies? Right? Because he see how wicked Esau is over here and what they're doing to the southern and the northern tribe. And this is the question that even King David was saying. Will not you no longer march with our army? You're going to fight for us? See? He said, oh, please help us against our enemies, for all human help is useless. Right? Because this is not a carnal fight, man. This is all spiritual. We can't go against this man who the Lord blessed with the sword. He got all the armies under his belt. He got all the armies. He got all the military from America. He got all the military from all these other nations called the EU. All these European unions, all of them come together and formed this one big army. And that's what David saw. He said, will you no longer march with our armies? Oh, please help us against our enemies. For all human help is useless. With Yahweh help, we will do mighty things, for he will trample down our foes, right? And that's what Yahweh Shai is going to do when he returns, man. He's gonna put down this devil, man. So all that lifting up the head and being stiff and thinking they're so powerful like Trump is doing, that's all about the change when Yahweh Shai comes, man. We're just waiting on the MOTB to come out. And like the elder apostle said that, it's like that's the only bottleneck we're waiting to clear. Once that bottleneck cleared, the MOT come out, then all the rest of the rest of the prophecies is gonna start popping off the page. It's gonna move so much real fast. But now we right there at the door when they bringing down the MOTB, the micro C hip, and you can see how you can start to see how they're gonna possibly doing it, like. Because they already taking away the money. They already started talking about taking away the Social Security, the Medicare, the Medicaid, the EBT card, taking all that away. Where you have to depend on this devil system, this beast system, in order to eat, right? In order to buy things, in order to pay bills. He's taking all the access away. Where he's starting to show you how you're gonna, in order to pay your bills, in order to even to eat and lay your head, you have to be with their system, and that system is gonna be issuing in the micro C hip, placing the right hand on the forehead. So this is what the devil is doing. This is the ultimate plan, the New World Order. It's not about getting rich and getting paid. No, they got all the money. They're like, hell with the money. They want slaves. That's their ultimate goal, is to make slaves out of this world. Especially the Jakes, man. Especially the coming down at the southern tribe and the northern tribe of Israel. This is Psalm 49:11 says, their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. Right, and that's what they're saying in their heart. That's what they really believe. That's what the elite believes. That's what Donald Trump believes. Like, America's never going to fail. America and Israel is never going to perish. You know, that their land is going to perish, is going to live forever. You know, that their name is going to be always on these lands. Salakia. You know, that's their inward thoughts. You know. But this is what Yahweh has to say. It says, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Right, the Lord sees everything. He sees what this devil is doing. He's seeing the progress they done made, and they about ready. You know, the powerful, they got all the technology, you know, got everything up to par, almost about ready. You know, the Lord's making them a valiant enemy, a formidable enemy to fight. And it's so formidable that he's going to take this place down in a quick hour. You know, and they're about to celebrate the 250 years of being a nation. The Lord's going to dispose of America within 1 hour. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. You see that? Esau is hated amongst the heathen. All the other nations are starting to see this devil, man, who he truly is. You know, the murderer he is. The colonizer. You know? It said, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's what they really actually believe. You know, they got Trump has got the space army being prepared to fight against Yahweh Shah when he returns. He think he got everything. He got some secret weapons that they don't even make public. You know, and they ready to use. You know, it says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and thou hast set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Right? You got all those satellites out there. You got all them military army space bases up there, you know, up in the space. That's what the Lord said he's going to meet you at. Yahweh's going to meet you. He's not going to meet you as a man. Right? So, you know, he's like, from thence, he said, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. You know, it's going to be over. It's going to be on and popping, man. Within 1 hour, he's going to destroy this fucking place. America is going to be destroyed. Going to be a lake of fire. Israel, that land over there is going to be fucking destroyed. All them damn small hats. Even though there are some Israelites scattered amongst them, amongst the small hatters, but majority of them heathens. But Israel is going to be destroyed, but it's going to be rebuilt. You know, built back up. But America is going to be coming to that lake of fire. So let Trump enjoy himself, talk all that big shit about, you know, he's not going to help the Israelites, you know what I mean, with the food and EBT card. If you're an elect, you chosen elect, the Lord is going to provide that for you. We ain't going to beg from no damn Egypt for help, you know. Fuck Egypt. Fuck spiritual Egypt. Fuck America. America's going to burn. I ain't gonna ask no fucking America to feed me. The Lord said his chosen is gonna eat, man, and drink and be happy. We're gonna be married during that time, you know, of Jacob's trouble that we're entering. So with that, I hope you was edified. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Kar HaKadosh. Again, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who rule well. Shalom.